Well, I thought it'd be quite fun to do another Phobias of Dragons episode. There's some interesting suggestions. Let's bring these illustrations to life. Looks like another briefing today on those fears of dragons. Do you think we'll see any that are as strange as that donut dragon last time? Although, I must admit, I was hungry after that briefing, and donuts were on my mind for a bit. Not sure, but I've noticed things seem a little bit quieter around here. I haven't seen much of Ehrenfold or the rest of that lot. Rumour has it they're stuck in another dimension somewhere. A top secret mission, who knows? I wonder if he'll be taking the briefing today.
Hey you! Yeah, you lot. Settle down over there so Professor Nexum here can tell you about all these phobias as dragons.
Wait, Nexum? What are you doing here? I heard you and the others were lost. Wouldn't Ehrenfold or Demonica be better suited for this briefing on this subject? I mean, no offence, but you do mech armors. What's phobias and dragons got to do with you?
That's Professor Nexum today, kid. And unfortunately, Demonica is out on an errand, and Ehrenfold is, he's indisposed of at the moment. Yeah, that's it. Anywho, I'll be taking the briefing today, and it looks like good old Ehrenfold has left a few notes. Well, these look more like tales about these dragons as it was. Yeah, dragons. So let's discuss the first one on the list, and it's a bit of a common fear, this one. Most people have it. Not me, but some in this room might have. It's a common one when people have to have blood taken. This one is Trypanophobia, the fear of needles. Now, you may not feel that is something that's scary, but imagine coming across a dragon that's the embodiment of this fear. You know, this Trypano what's it? I mean, even if you don't have a fear of a dragon with needles on its body, it's a bit of a scary sight. This dragon, is this thing a dragon? I mean, look at it. I can vaguely see a resemblance to a dragon, but it's not what springs to mind. Anyway, this dragon has giant needles on its body, including one rather large, nasty-looking one at the end of its tail. Its back is covered in needles and, well, wait, what kind of hedgehog-like porcupine back is that? Oh well, this one's definitely a weird-looking one. I mean, it has needles for its hind legs. Oh wait, there's a note here. It says, this creature can grow needles on or change any part of its body to needles. Guess I should have read this before the last comment. Though, in all fairness, needles, as its back legs, do look rather unique and interesting, but still, what's going on with it? Have to say, I do like the blue colour. I suppose that's to help it hide in the darkness. The eyes glow, and as it walks out the shadows, it would look a bit spooky. I can see that anyone with a fear of needles would be terrified at this point. Heck, even someone who doesn't have a fear of needles, glowing eyes coming out of the dark might give most people a chill down their spines.
What's your phobia, Professor Nexum?
You see, kid, I don't have a phobia. I'm just that kind of guy. Cool, calm, and collected.
So, you're not afraid of anything? Are you sure? Everyone's scared of something. Even you must be.
Well, I've not come across anything I'd call a fear. Sure, some things are a bit scary, but that's not exactly a fear if you know what I mean. It's more like a reflex in a situation.
Isn't that what fear is?
No, kid, this is different from fear. Anyway, what fear are we on for the next dragon? Oh, this fella looks like it's a bit of an interesting one. The overall body on this one isn't that scary. Well, it does look a bit demonic. Demonica. I was so close. The Lucky's team had to show up.
Professor Nexum, what are you on about?
No, nothing. This fear is called Homichlophobia, and it's a fear that has caused many to be lost or disorientated. Eventually, the fear of being isolated and the panic of not knowing which way is what. This is one that has a rather unique ability. You see, kid, this fear is the fear of fog. It might not sound like a powerful fear, but it can obstruct you from seeing your hand right in front of your face. Imagine trying to find your way or even defend against an attack from this dragon. When you're so close to it, you can feel it watching you from the depths of the fog. This dragon can also change its body to be that of fog. However, the fog around you is not ordinary fog, and it will never disperse as long as the dragon is near you. That's because the body of this dragon can continuously and endlessly produce a fog-like mist. Wait, what? And when it's in its solid form, to keep it hidden from those it stalks. This one sounds a bit of a creepy fella. I mean, hiding in the shadows and stalking its prey. Can't say I agree with that. Though, the strategy has helped me out in a pinch before. Well, if it's how a creature hunts, then yeah, just keep that in mind. Either way, this would be a rather interesting mech armor, this one. Though, that's probably going to be another story.
So, this dragon can turn into fog, produce an endless fog and stalks its prey, feeding on the fear from the shadows. I think I'd rather not meet this creature. I think anyone who isn't afraid of fog might have a fear after this kind of encounter.
Fair point. However, I think that this one is more intimidating than deadly. I'm sure a few of my mech armors can handle this one, but now that's been said, I don't think there's much else we can say about this fog phobia dragon. Although, it does look quite cool. This should be an interesting one. And the last one we have on the list today. It's a very common phobia, and I expect some of you guys and gals will have a partial or full fear of this one. It is, of course, the fear of those multi-eyed, multi-legged, creepy crawlies, spiders. Strange though, a superhero with powers of a spider, Spider-Man, is loved by everyone, but a spider itself is feared by almost everyone. I guess so many are... what's the word?
Creepy, ugly, disgusting, terrifying, gruesome, icky, skin-crawling?
Kid, those are some very descriptive words, but not what I was looking for. What was that word? Oh yeah, that's it, venomous. What? Don't look at me like that. I did have a point I was getting to. Never mind. Either way, most people are terrified of spiders for all the rather lovely and descriptive words you mentioned a moment ago. That said, I think the appearance of these creatures hit deep for most people. This one being a dragon is the closest that looks like the phobia for today. Anyway, it's an ugly but, well, kind of cute looking dragon. That said, this creature, bug, insect, phobia thing, that's all the traits of a spider. Oh, wait, there's a description here. I guess since I'm Professor Nexum, I should read this out. Probably should have done this for the other ones covered, but it's too late now, huh kid?
Okay.
This species of draconic phobia ranges in size but is found when in a dark enclosed space, normally within cave systems or at the bottom of deep ravines. It has 8 soulless eyes with a slight blue hue to them on its head. Its body is covered in a super strong and almost impenetrable hide that's a combination of dragon scales and insect exoskeleton. There are 2 hairy spider mandibles at the side of the dragon-shaped head. 2 front legs are in the shape of the dragon's legs and claws, and the other 6 are more like a spider. Sounds interesting. The body of this creature is that of an armored spider that produces a web as strong as steel and as versatile as a normal spider's web. I wonder if I can get my hands on that for some interesting mech armors. Could be interesting. Well, I guess this makes this one just as wall-crawling creepy as an actual spider. Oh, this is a cool feature. Well, I think it's cool, but those who hate spiders will hate this one. This fella has a set of dragon wings, though I guess those who revere spiders will be absolutely petrified by this. A flying spider dragon creature? That could be rather interesting. Well, that's the end of that. I guess the class is over.
Professor Nexum, I think there's one more. We were told we're going to see a special phobia dragon in the containment area of Sector D.
Huh? Say what, kid? Let me check this out a minute. Hey, kid. Looks like you're right. Off to Section D for the last part of today's briefing. Okay, so we have a phobia dragon that has a rather unique name and ability. This phobia has a couple of names, Popcrossphobia or Trypanophobia, the fear of popcross and everything popcross related. Wait, what? Hold up, let me ask you guys, have you ever heard of this popcross thing? Who or what is it?
You haven't? Are you sure? I mean, you must have come across something related to popcross. What do the notes say?
Can't say I have. Well, not that I can recall, but I have been all over the multiverse. Maybe I have come across some popcross related things in my travels. Anyway, what does the info say? Well, let's give it a read. The Popcrossphobia dragon is a dragon that feeds the fear people have of popcross or anything popcross related. This covers a wide range of dragons, fused creatures, and even wider range of strange and bizarre beings that exist after coming out of the imagination of Christian Pearson, the only original popcross in the multiverse. It's rare, but sometimes there is only one instance at any given time of a being in all of the multiverse. This is one of those beings. With that being the case, this phobia was created from the souls of those who have come in contact with the darker creatures born from the mind of popcross. Things like Pokemon SCPs or more monstrous versions of cute creatures. This creature has a rather unique ability. It can create any of the popcross related beings and control them like a puppet from its hands. At the same time, the Popcrossphobia dragon turns invisible. Wait, you're having a laugh, aren't you? If it was just the puppet looking like the creature and beings in question, it would be one thing, but each puppet has the full personality, memories of the original up to the moment they were formed. This gives the full experience where the fear of the one who encounters this dragon engulfs the victim in full. Apparently though, this dragon doesn't eat its target or harm it. Well, other than feeding on the absolute terror and fear it instills in them. But wait, if that's the case, what type of creatures and beings are created by this Popcross fella?
How about you go in there and have a look? You're not scared of anything, are you? That's what you said, isn't it, Professor Nexum?
Interesting idea, kid. How about this? Anyone here have fear of this Popcross fella?
I do. I think anyone that can imagine creatures that appear in the multiverse, it's quite scary. Well, to me they are.
Well, how about this? You go in first, I'll see what this Popcross fella looks like. Then I'll go in and we can see if I've come across any of this fella's creatures that have put the fear into Nexum here. Though I must say I'm not afraid of anything, so I expect nothing to happen when I get in there.
Okay, but we go in together. Is that okay? It was at this point, Nexum and the agent went into the containment cell, and out of the shadows at the back of the cell a single person appeared. It's a rather ordinary looking man with short brown hair, a large smile and an excitement for life in the expression on his face. He was wearing a t-shirt with a clad pattern on it, a white shirt underneath and blue jeans. He seemed rather friendly, and Nexum couldn't see what was so scary about this Popcross fella.
Well, I have no idea who this guy is, but if it's the only thing that's shown up here, looks like I was right. Nexum here isn't afraid of anything.
It was at that moment Nexum heard an all too familiar voice, one that had haunted his nightmares after an unexpected encounter from a certain scrappy dimension. While he was looking at the puppet of Popcross, that was talking to the agent who entered, and the agent was now in a state of confusion and fear.
Nexum.
Wait, what are you doing here? Benny Sharp again? No, this doesn't make any sense.
Talking to good old Benny Sharp, the best dang armor maker on this side of whatever dimension this is. Actually, you know what? No, on this side of the multiverse.
Benny, how about we call it a day and chat another time? Wait, does that mean Benny Sharp is being created by this Popcross fella?
Hope you all enjoyed how this one came out. I had a lot of fun bringing all these phobias to life as dragons, and a special thanks goes to BenGamin for the list, or the massive list of phobias that they put on comments in almost every phobia video. And also, I have to say a shout out to Kylo Juju. I hope I've pronounced that right, but your idea of doing a Popcrossphobia dragon was just too good to pass up. And if you're watching Popcross Studios, I hope you enjoyed how this one came out. Friday is a live stream. At the moment, we will be finishing off the Roy illustration from the Koopalings from last Friday's live stream. That illustration's coming out really cool, and if you want to come along and join that, it'll be awesome. That's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Catch you next time.